What's up, Panko fam? A lot of you guys asked for this, so today we're going over exactly how to balance gym and school. Because true discipline means becoming the best version of yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. And I set the goals of my dream physique and dream college of getting into Harvard at the same time, so I really struggled with this until I learned these tips that really helped me out. Anyways, as always, all advice, no fluff, let's get straight into it. Number 1, low volume, high intensity in the gym. A lot of people think bodybuilders and people with crazy physiques are in the gym all day, but this is just not true. In fact, being in the gym for several hours does more harm than good for your gains. Low volume, high intensity of just 2 sets to failure per exercise will save you the most time while still giving you the best gains. You're maximizing muscle gain, maximizing recovery, and minimizing time wasted. Every gym session I do is 1.5 hours, but that's also because I love being in there. You could definitely do 1 hour. Depending on your split, the sweet spot is about 60 to 90 minutes. Anything more than that is doing too much. And if you're really pressed for time, you could easily do 30 to 45 minutes and still build an incredible physique. Number 2, you have to have a strict to-do list every single day, made the night before. Every night, make your to-do list for the next day. I've done this every single day for years. You have way more going on in your brain than you think. You have to write everything down. You're procrastinating because you don't know exactly what your next step is. You're overwhelmed because you don't know exactly what your next step is. You won't procrastinate or feel overwhelmed or feel burnt out if your next step is tiny and written out. Here are some tips. Number 1, you should order it roughly by priority. Do your hardest tasks first to get it out of the way. Make sure your most important tasks get done as early as possible. Number 2, the amount of work should be possible, but it should also be enough that by the end of the day, you're absolutely exhausted and you're proud of yourself knowing you could not have done any more. Number 3, each step has to be a tiny baby step. Break everything down. And number 4, include the times you want to get everything done. Yes, this will have to change because you don't know exactly how long each task will take, but you need to be on a general schedule. Number 3, this one's a bit of a hot take that not many people do. Instead of having a set time you go to the gym every single day, be flexible with it. Work out when you feel mentally drained but have physical energy, and lock in on studying your assignments when you feel mentally energized and physically drained. In other words, listen to how you feel and respond accordingly. In this way, everything you do is rest in one way or another. You're exhausted from assignments, so you go hit the gym, now you feel energized. You're exhausted from the gym, you're sore, you're tired. Now you get to physically relax while you study. Yes, a lot of times you're exhausted in both ways, but usually you lean one way or another. And I know I just said you should be on a schedule for your to-do list, but this is a bit of an exception. You should plan to go to the gym at a certain time, but if you're not feeling it at that time, or you're really not being productive on your schoolwork another time, then adjust, be flexible, and adapt your schedule. Number 4, focus on your nutrition and sleep, especially nutrition. Like I said earlier, building your dream physique does not mean being in the gym for hours a day. It's 99% what you do outside of the gym. And eating healthy doesn't take away any time from you. In fact, when I was locked in high school, I was only getting 6 hours of sleep a night, and I still built a very good physique because my training and nutrition were so locked in. Yes, it's unhealthy and my gains blew up even more when I started getting sleep, but my point is nutrition is 90% of the battle. So get 1 gram of protein per pound you weigh, cut out the cheat meals, and get your sleep in. Number 5, stop saying you don't have time for the gym. This is the worst excuse I hear. It doesn't make any sense. There are not many things that could possibly be more important than you going to the gym. It increases your lifespan and your quality of life. It improves your mood, your productivity the rest of the day. And again, it literally makes you live longer. Instead of saying, I don't have time, ask yourself, what am I choosing instead? Because I know you're spending time on something that's not as important as the gym. Something that's not as important as your physical and mental health. A lot of times, your wasted time is not a huge, obvious chunk of the day. It's usually 5, 10, 15 minutes of scrolling or something else random throughout the day. I know if you cut out scrolling, cut out TV, cut out other smaller goals that aren't worth your time, cut out all this wasted time, you could find 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week minimum. So be honest with yourself. Don't say you don't have time, say you don't have the priorities. And then look at everything you could possibly cut out. I promise you it's worth it. Comment if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them, and let me know what videos you want to see next. Much love, and stay locked in.